big story. Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in Lok Sabha's shocking remark from Kutumb in Bihar. Rahul Gandhi, the Congress party member of parliament and leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, he stirred a hornet's nest during a political rally just ahead of the first phase of elections. He said that the Indian army, like the judiciary, like the corporate sector, is under the control just of 10% of the country's population. And this is in reference to Rahul Gandhi raising the issue of caste, but he's roped in both the armed forces and the judiciary along with the corporate sector. So Rahul Gandhi was addressing a public gathering. He said, if you look closely, words to the effect, if you look closely, 90% of the country's population, they are Dalits, Mahadalits, backward, extremely backward, or from the minority community. He says that's 90% of the country. But these 90% are being controlled, according to Rahul Gandhi, by the top 10% in jobs, in everything from the judiciary to the army. The army, of course, has only one caste, one creed, one religion, which is India, which is Bharat, which is India first. But listen in to Rahul Gandhi. I'll get you more on this story.
सारे के सारे 10% आबादी में से आते हैं। सारा बैंक का धन उनको जाता है, सारी नौकरियां उनको जाती हैं, ब्यूरोक्रेसी में उनको जगह मिलती है। आप जुडिशरी देखिए, वहां भी उनको सब मिलता है। सेना में उनका कंट्रोल है और 90% आपको जो आबादी है वो आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगी। अब मेरा कहना है कि अगर हिंदुस्तान के 90% लोगों को हम शामिल नहीं करेंगे, चाहे वो कॉर्पोरेट इंडिया हो, चाहे वो जुडिशरी हो, चाहे वो ब्यूरोक्रेसी हो, अगर हम इनको नहीं शामिल करेंगे तो कैसा हिंदुस्तान बनेगा?
Now, why would he think that the armed forces do not have representation of the entire country? And that's so not true. The armed forces are represented by everyone without any distinction of caste, creed, sect, sex, or religion, purely on merit. And these are people who you need to ensure that they're purely the best, because they are your last bastion, they're your defenders. They defend your country at the borders. And everyone does that, irrespective of whatever their caste or creed or sect or religion or sex may be. They just work as India first. Let me bring in my colleague Mosmi Singh, who joins us for more on this. And Mosmi's been reporting from Ground Zero in Bihar. Mosmi, yes, caste is a major factor in elections. Almost across the country, in Bihar, it's being talked about very extensively. But to bring in conversation of 90% and 10% and roping in the armed forces, is this going down a very dangerous and a very slippery slope, Mosmi?
Clearly, LOP Rahul Gandhi has launched a very targeted attack here, addressing a rally in Kutumba where he said that 90% are Dalits, Adivasis and the backward caste, but they are not represented anywhere. The marginalized are left on the brink, while the other 10% have control over the judiciary, and now he extended that attack to even the armed forces. He said that the privileges and all the luxuries are taken away by the 10% who govern the country, and thereby in Bihar, where caste politics is the mainstay, takes the center stage as far as poll issues are concerned. Rahul Gandhi there trying to draw a wedge into the extremely backward community, the other backward castes, in terms of trying to say that the government, the current government, whether it's in the state or at the center, is discriminating against the underprivileged, while the 10% of the upper caste are taking away all the cream. And very importantly, he said this earlier about the judiciary in the parliament, but this time round, he's taken that battle from the parliament to the political battleground of Bihar.
And roping in the armed forces must be extremely, extremely dangerous and going down a completely unwarranted and unwanted slippery slope. And do keep in mind, and I want our viewers to know that, one, as far as the Indian armed forces are concerned, merit, fitness, these are two things that are seen. And when it comes to making the supreme sacrifice of their lives for this country, from 1947 till date, religion does not matter. There are Mahavir Chakras, the second highest gallantry award that's been awarded, the Paramveer Chakra, the nation's highest gallantry award, posthumous, irrespective of caste, creed, sect. It's been awarded to the most deserving, meritorious, brave of our country. And perhaps when it comes to our armed forces, we must ensure it's merit first and India first, and no politics should be brought into this aspect. National security cannot be played around with as lightly as this.